What's up guys, welcome to the Luxury Bricks channel. In this video we're going to take a tour of this custom built LEGO Toterhome race car hauler. It's minifigure friendly and it's scaled to size so that LEGO Speed Champion cars can be hauled in the upper deck of the trailer. Built on a commercial truck chassis, this Toterhome offers the power and durability needed to tow this large enclosed trailer loaded with a car, tools, spare parts, and equipment while providing the comfort of a high-end RV. So stick around and we'll take a look at the detailed interior and exterior. If you're a fan of LEGO MOCs and custom builds, make sure you hit that subscribe button. By subscribing, you'll never miss a new creation and you'll be helping the channel grow so I can make even bigger and better content for you. Also, check out some of our other videos to see some more custom builds just like this one. First, we'll start with the Toterhome itself, and then we'll add the trailer here in a bit. Along both sides of the truck and trailer are these blue and black stripes, which really tie the two together. Up front is our engine compartment, and we've got steps that lead up to the cab. We've got a door handle here for the door, and a black mirror. Here's a window for the living area. We've got a window here to sink in the kitchen, and at the back is the bathroom. Down below are two compartments we can open up for additional storage. And in the center here is the main entryway door, which we can open up with steps that lead up to the living area. And then a cool play feature on this side is we can pop open this awning, which provides some shade. Up front is a bumper down below, headlights with turn signals. Here's the front grille, our windshield, rear view mirrors, and a loft bed up above the cab. Here's the driver's side. Down below are all the utilities. This first door is the electronics compartment where we've got fuses. This next one is the water heater. We've got the black water tank and the gray water tank. And at the very back is the generator to power the onboard electronics. Next, we're going to open up the two slide outs on this Toterhome. It's going to create additional space on the inside. So this first large one is the living area. So we've got a booth dinette, couch, and then at the back is the sleeping area with bunk beds at each window. Here is the back where we've got another entry door which we can open and close. Our minifigs can use this door to step out and enter into the front of the trailer. We've got a little step here, tail lights, there's a license plate, and our hitch where we hook our trailer up. On the roof, there's 3 AC units to keep the inside temperatures comfortable. There's also an array of solar panels, and there's an air vent right above the bathroom. And to access the inside, we can pop this entire roof section right off. Here's an overhead view of the Toterhome. We'll open up this awning, and we'll open up the slide outs. Up front above the cab is the loft bed. We've got the living room area, a bathroom, and a back bedroom. Right above the driver's seat is a loft bed we can remove and take a look inside there. Here's an overhead view of the driver's seat and the passenger seat. We've also got the steering wheel and the center control console. There's just enough room in there for 2 minifigs to fit. Here's one side of the main living area. To the left here is a small ladder that leads up to the loft bed above the cab. We've got a love seat couch that can fold out to an additional bed. We've got the doorway here. Above that's a large TV. We've got our kitchen, the stove, sink, refrigerator with the ice maker. Above all that is a microwave and some cabinets. On the opposite side, we've got another love seat that can fold out. We've got a side table and a booth dinette with a light above. At the back of the coach is the bathroom and main sleeping area. So if we open up this first door, it leads into a small bathroom. And beside that is a racing poster or picture up on the wall. And then we've also got that back door that we can open and close that leads to the front of the enclosed trailer. Here's an overhead view of the bathroom with a toilet, sink, and standing shower. Across from the bathroom on the other side are some bunk beds, so we'll pull those out and take a closer look. Here's a better angle of the bunk bed slide out. Each bed has its own window and a small TV at the foot of the bed. We've also got a ladder leading up to the top one. A cool thing with this design is minifigs can step right out from the Toterhome and into the trailer with ease. Now we're going to move on to the enclosed trailer. So up on this top level on the inside is where we can store our race car. And then down below is basically a mechanic's workshop where we've got spare parts, equipment, and tools needed to keep the car running. Up front down below is where we're going to hook up to the hitch on the back of the Toterhome. We've got a ladder that goes up to the top. And here's the front entry door, which we can open and close. Down below here between the wheels is our air conditioner for the trailer. And then this whole section here is a slide out. We can pop out. And on the inside, that is a tire rack. So this trailer has 2 floors and it comes apart into 2 sections. So it's easier to get to the inside. So first thing we'll do is lower our back door. And while we're here, we'll go ahead and take off these 2 large tile pieces. Here's an overhead view of the upper level. This black door right here is an access door, so you can get up to the top from the bottom. Here's what it looks like with our race car inside. And if we remove the top level, now we've got an overhead view of the workshop. Here's the inside of the front of the trailer. To the left is the front door that leads to the back of the Toterhome. This compartment here up top is a small refrigerator with a Dr. Pepper can inside. Below that is an empty storage compartment. And beside that is a large tire rack for the spare tires. On the opposite side is a large slide out we can expand, which really increases the trailer's floor space. Here's a better close-up of the slide out. Open up this first door and we've got a drum of fuel for our race car. And then also to the right inside are 2 nitrogen tanks. So stick this back in here. And then this area here is a tire grooving station. And then there's also another tire rack. Towards the back of the trailer, we've got some counter space here, which makes a good work area. There is a poster on the wall here, maybe some design ideas. We've got a laptop, and there's a small TV here. Down below are handles to some drawers we can pull out for tools. And then in this large cabinet back here are some wrenches. On the opposite side, we've got a cabinet for shocks and springs. And beside that, in this open area, is a spot for a shock dyno. This cabinet, we've got some tool bags, wheel chocks, and in this large one, we've got a mallet hammer and a large wrench. Down below are some more handles to drawers with tools. Here's the back of the trailer where we've got this large door, which is also the lift for our race car, which will take it to the second level. So we'll fold this down. And up here is where our car will go. Down below is our workshop. All right, so next we're gonna add the race car and put it inside the trailer. And to do so, we've got to extend out the lift gate so we can have clearance to lift it. And that's simply done with these axles on each side. First, we're going to have to take off these two end pieces. And we're going to add a ramp on each side. Since our car sits so low. There we go. And our race car is a LEGO Speed Champion car. It's a Lamborghini Hurricane STO, and it's set number 77238. It's actually part of a 2-pack you can buy. But to make this fit, we're going to have to remove the mirrors on each side. And also the spoiler. There we go. Alright, now we can lift up the car. Next, we're going to add these two pit carts or mobile toolboxes to the back of the trailer. This smaller one has a handle, so our minifig can push or pull. There's also some handles on the side here for drawers we can pull out. It's got tools and spare parts. There's an oil can on the end. And on this larger one, there's some more drawers with some wrenches and hammers. And there's a handle here our minifig can grab onto to pull it. We're also going to add this grill to the back of the trailer that the minifig crew can use to grill up some burgers or hot dogs on a race day. And there's also a ketchup and a mustard bottle there on the side. I went ahead and moved the ramps closer in together so we can use them for the carts. So we'll open this door. First we'll roll in the big one. And we'll get the smaller one. And then we'll get the grill in here as well. So we've covered all the details and play features. If you enjoyed this custom LEGO build, click the video on your screen now to watch another one just like it. Thanks so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss what's coming next. And I'll see you in the next video.